Watch this guy. Oh my God. What up, peoples? It's your boy T-Rock. Man, I'm at work early as hell. It's been a long time, fellas. It's week 17. Your boy is back, man. Everything's all good. I got everything situated. This is first season of Madden 17, right? All right. So we're gonna get on to it. You know, I ain't been doing this in a while, so we're gonna see how I do. We got Chicago versus Minnesota. Man, it was a pretty close game. Minnesota, wow, they supposed to be a playoff contender, but they only got one touchdown offensively. The other one was defensively. But I can also blame this on pretty much Chicago, another division rival. So they kept it pretty close, but too many mistakes. Trubisky had 4 interceptions, but they still only lost by 2 points. So just think, man, they could have won that game possibly and could have made the playoffs. But that game, all in all, just ended up knocking them out at 10-6. Still a great season for the Bears, man. So I'm looking out for them next season. Minnesota, y'all know where y'all at. Y'all in there got it, what, number 3 or 4 spot? Y'all up in there. So good job. Chicago loses to the Minnesota Vikings 17-19. Next game. AFC North division rivals. We got Cincinnati Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens. Now, we're going to talk about this because the Bengals. Now, my boy HB was just doing a video talking about y'all got to believe. Motherfucker, it don't look like y'all believing right now because you don't get no donut at the end of the season and think you're going to do all right in the fourth playoffs. So, Baltimore won 14-0. So neither quarterback on either team had even over 50 yards. I mean, that means that was a real good defensive game. Of course, it was a division game, so they pretty much know each other pretty well. Darius Jackson had 24 attempts for 104 yards, 1 touchdown. We got the Bengals, they doubled the Ravens' sack numbers with 6 sacks, but they still lost the game. So what's going on right now, being that they lost 14-0, means they are tied up with 2 or 3 other teams possibly, and could possibly lose their number 2 spot, which is a bye week, which they might need to get themselves together. You don't throw no donut at the end of the season. So keep on believing, Bengals. Good luck, buddy. Bengals lose to the Ravens 14-0. All right, now we're on to a game that we wouldn't think would be so significant, but in fact it is. We got the Oakland Raiders versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Carr must have got injured earlier in the game because he didn't play too much in the first quarter. So E.J. Manuel stepped up. He's pretty much their entire offense. He had like 15 rushing attempts for 99 yards and 1 touchdown, including 172 yards passing, but 3 interceptions. Yet this was still a close game. Big man on campus was Melvin Gordon. He had 235 yards for 2 touchdowns. Rivers only needed 10 attempts to keep them in the game. He only had 3 completions for 70 yards and 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Now, if it wasn't for their defense, who pretty much shut it down for them, had 5 interceptions, 2 sacks collectively, they would have probably lost this game. And this isn't good for them to be possibly making it to the playoffs, but they need to go ahead and get in order. They win. The Chargers win 26-21. Now, the reason why I say this is significant, because now the Chargers are 9-6-1. So we got 3 teams to look out for. We got the Colts. They need to win. They got a big game against their divisional rival Texans. We got Tennessee Titans. They playing against Jacksonville. So Jacksonville only lost by 7 of them at home last time they played. I think that was like week 2 or something. So that's going to be a close game. Need to look out for. You also got the Jets. The Jets, I'm sorry to say, y'all need a miracle right now because you gonna play against the 5-time defending champion Patriots, #1 scoring offense in the league, and you lost pretty bad last time y'all played. Well, it wasn't that bad, 32-10. Ain't too bad, but you gotta win to stay in. So, Chargers, all y'all can do, man, is sit back and relax and hope one of those 3 teams lose. And you in there, buddy. So, back to it. Chargers win 26-21. Now, last game that I see for score is the big-time Kansas City Chiefs, who right now hold a #4 spot, who could possibly move up to as far as #2 with this big win. Chiefs win 59-7. It wasn't close at all. Trevor Siemian had 105 yards, but them six interceptions, oh my goodness. I guess y'all just looking for a draft pick or hopefully a quarterback next season. So I wish y'all the best. Charles had 66 yards, 1 touchdown. Smith went off. He looked like he's ready to go. He looked like he's ready to go for the playoffs. He had 315 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And his big-time receiver was Coley, 5 receptions, 159 yards, 2 touchdowns. And that big-time Chiefs defense, the Big Red, 6 interceptions, 6 sacks. That's what's up. So Kansas City wins big, 59-7. Right now they're in the 4th spot, but like I said, they can move as far up as the possible 2 and get a bye week. So we're going to look out for that. All right, so we're going to go to key games to look out for today. Everybody, please play your games, man. We got a bunch of significant games. We got Houston versus the Colts. Colts need to win to keep their spot in the playoffs. Like I said, the Chargers just won their game. They 9-6-1. So, like I said, the Colts, the Titans, and the Jets, they can't afford to lose at all today. So, big-time game. What's that? Colts versus the Texans. Also, we got Carolina. This is going to be a big game, too. Carolina versus Atlanta. Even though Atlanta is not going to make the playoffs, they still played them, nah, I ain't even going to say they played them pretty tight. 37-7, week 9. Nah. But, like I said, division rival, anything can happen. Also got another big game, San Francisco versus the Rams. The Rams blew out San Francisco last time they played, but at the same time, all these games you have to win. They can't afford to let their guys sit down and just rest up for the playoffs, because the reason why I say that, they have the #2 spot, and it's a big game between division rivals. The #1 seed New York Giants versus the #5 wild card right now, the Washington Redskins. Now, they played a tight game at FedEx Field. That was week 12, I believe. Week 12, and that was like 13-10. So, they know each other pretty well. And Washington has right now, as far as stats, #2 offense and #2 defense in the league. So, it's going to be a real tight game. So, even if the Giants lose, which, it's like I said, it'll be a pretty tight game. Even if the Giants lose, the Giants own the wild card. They beat the Rams earlier this season. I think, yeah, they beat them 31-17. I'm looking at it right now. So, like I said, Giants, there ain't no time to sit down. It's time to just get ready for that playoff atmosphere, as well as the Redskins, man. I wish everybody well. This is your boy T-Rock, man. Like I said, I'm back, man. I'm here ready to go. I can't wait for the playoffs. Hopefully, it can get all the games in by the day so we can start the playoffs tonight. So, your boy T-Rock is out, man. Y'all keep up the good work. Your boy, this is League Force, Week 17. Let's get it, y'all. Notes from the piano was falling out the sky like angels losing their wings so they could see how I feel to cry. Babies have babies for the welfare, cue bombs, dudes on the radio rapping them.